So, I want to talk about a topic that I needed to hear when I was much younger. It's on self esteem. I needed to hear this, so if you are the kind of person that I was as a young boy, then this is what I need you to hear. Self esteem is essential for your fulfillment and peace, happiness, even to free yourself to be yourself. So it's very, very important, and it's made up of three essential limbs. And that's what I want to talk about. Quite often we confuse self esteem as something that we need affirmation from outside. You see, the world is in the business of depleting its own self esteem. Everybody is actually challenging themselves to compare themselves with others. And they're seeking to affirm themselves through success, through acquisitions, through money, through titles and jobs. Then how could they be the source of self esteem for you? Self esteem is something that you need to generate from within. And if till we learn this, we would always feel that we are wobbly. We would feel this lack of certainty and confidence in ourselves. So these are the three things that I want to talk to you about. The first is about worth, self-worth. And second is about autonomy, power, freedom. And the third is about abundance, is about self-care. And let me start from the first. We will lack self-esteem as long as we seek affirmation from any reason beyond being ourselves, as we are. So as long as we look for our value, our worth from anything, how I look, how much I earn, the position that I am, how fit I am, any source of validation, as long as I'm looking from beyond being, it will always be at the cost of my reassurance that I'm all right. I'm all right as I am. So the first affirmation that you need to create, you need to generate for yourself, and you need to create from within is, I'm worthy because I am. I am valuable because I exist. I matter because I'm here. For no reason whatsoever. I am is the source. You are is the source of your greatest affirmation. That's the reason for your being, and your being is the greatest gift that you can give to anybody else. In fact, to the universe. We sometimes believe that our contribution is when we start speaking or when I start doing something for somebody else. It has its own utility, but the greatest gift that you can give to somebody else is your time, your being with somebody. Your listening is far more valuable than your speaking. I have not yet fully acquired this, but this is something that I need to keep telling myself again and again and again, that our being with someone spaciously, to let them be exactly as they are, is the greatest gift that we can give to anybody else. So the affirmation that you need to generate from within is, I am. Let yourself be. Find confidence and affirmation and belief in your beingness. I love as I am. So first it begins with a thought. I'm all right as I am. It's about gifting no change to yourself. No need, at least for some time of the day, gift yourself no change. Let yourself be exactly as you are. No need to be more, better, different from who you are. Just for now. Let yourself be. That's the first affirmation. That I'm worthy because I'm here. I'm valuable because I exist. I matter because I contribute with my presence. My presence itself is the source of my most precious contribution. I exist in this world, and that adds beauty and perfection to this world. You see, a tree or a plant or an animal doesn't need to validate itself beyond its existence. That's sufficient. That's first. The second is about autonomy. I'm free. It's about power. I give myself my power. You see, nobody else steals power from you. If you feel caught, you are the one who is not permitting yourself to be free. So you need to reaffirm, you need to generate from within some amount of spaciousness. Let yourself be. Grant yourself some generosity of being. I am free. I'm free to be. I can do what I choose to. I can make the changes to my life that I want to. So it's about self-expression. It's also about I am free to speak what I want. It's about assertiveness, that my voice in its restfulness has power. And it comes from the source that I am. I have power. And it's widespread. I choose to have control over it. Otherwise, I'm completely free in self-expression, completely free in my assertiveness. I have complete autonomy in my life. I can choose the direction of my own life, my fitness, my health, my career. I choose. Within the set limitation of how the world is, I choose the direction that I take. That's the second point. It's about granting yourself the freedom that everybody deserves. So you're not caught. Even if it looks like you're caught, it's because you yourself are not setting yourself free to take the direction that you choose. That's point number 2. So it's also important to see if I can allow myself to take some actions as attempts without considering whether it was a mistake or a failure or an error, if I got the breakthrough that I was looking for. You see, a dog jumps over the fence. It doesn't realize that it was successful. If it fails to jump over, it'll try again. Doesn't matter. You see, our failure, our mistakes, our errors, they exist mostly in our language only. So be watchful of what you say about your attempts. Actions matter. You made a mistake, that's fantastic. You can try again. Learn the lesson, move on. But do not burden yourself with guilt, shame of having tried and not succeeded. So that's the second part. That's also a part of spaciousness with yourself, letting yourself be in action. Otherwise, you'll burden yourself with so much guilt that it will squeeze the space of taking free action from your life. And the third is about being generous to yourself. Just because I care for myself. It's about letting abundance touch you, get to you. I fulfill my own joys. I give importance to my own happiness. It's about self-care, self-nourishment, sometimes fulfillment of desires. So I do deserve happiness. So if we do not have one of the three, I'm worthless because I do not have value that is coming from within. I look for validation from others. Didn't I do well? So as the rest of the world, even if they were to tell you that you did well, they will take something back. You did well, but, because that's who they are. That's what they are themselves. That's how they are looking at themselves. That's how they look at everybody else. Comparisons, assessments, measurements. So you need to generate from within. The number one thing is worthiness. I am valuable. Number 2, it's autonomy, freedom, power, control. I have self-control. I can contain myself. I choose the direction of my own actions. That's number 2. Number 3 is I generate my own happiness, and it's my priority. It's important for me to be happy and peaceful, and I am responsible for this. I choose to make myself happy. That's the number 3 point. You see, as long as we are generating it from within, instead of relying on an external source, we will generate self-esteem. Self-esteem will not come from a confidence that somebody else generates in me. It will have to be generated. I'll have to take out time of affirming, of generating this affirmation that I am. So I am restful. I am confident. I have belief. 1, self-worth. Number 2, autonomy, power. Number 3, abundance. See if you can practice it. I'll see if I can record a meditation or an affirmation which I can also share on the same topics. Till then, see if you can work on yourself, talk to yourself on these topics, and generate it from within. When you generate from these three from within, there are 3 steps. The first is to generate a thought. You do that by saying something to yourself. Be very watchful of what you say to yourself. Do not deplete these. I'm not free. I feel stuck. I'm not worthy. I'm not valuable. I'm confused. Choose to say what will generate, what will be the source of your own self-esteem. That's first. Saying something to yourself, generating the thought. Number 2, it's about letting that thought get to your own heart and generate a feeling. See if you can generate that reassurance, that calm, that self-love as something really palpable in your heart. I can sense that comfort, that coolness, that comfort in my own heart, that I'm feeling my own love for myself. Turn it into a feeling. Think, feel. Number 3, allow it to convert into some kind of behavior, a shift, some sort of tangible shift in yourself. For example, I'm worthy. I am valuable. So I contribute with my presence. That's an action. Number 2, I have assertiveness. I speak up for myself. I talk about my convictions. I honor my words. I honor my heart. I choose the direction of my own life. That's action. Number 3, it's about fulfilling your own joys, fulfilling your own desires. Small matters, but do spend on yourself. Make yourself a little more happy. Convert it into actions. So think, start with a thought. Do deliberately convert it into a feeling. And number 3, allow it to express itself through action. I hope this serves you. This is what I needed to hear when I was younger. I hope you will generate it from within rather than relying on others to add to your self-esteem, because that's never going to happen. Thank you.